Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out True Off My Chest. Story 1. A neighbor's dog killed the stray that I refused to take in. A few weeks ago, while walking alongside of the road at night for a stroll, we came across this stray kitten. She was extremely bone-skinny, yet extremely friendly. She was about 4 to 6 months of age, couldn't tell, and she walked right up to us, trusting and curious, and followed us all the way home. We already housed 2 huskies and a male cat and just couldn't keep her indoors. We didn't want to put our pets at risk, or have our male cat try to mount her, or our dogs accidentally crush her under their weight. We also had no money to take her to a vet to get her checked out. We tried taking her to a shelter. We only have one in this small town, but the women stated only 5% of cats we get are rehomed. Just know she is very likely to get euthanized. We didn't want that for her. Why take her off the street just to kill her was our thought process. So instead, we brought her back to our porch and left food, water, and a huge plastic storage box as shelter from the rain. As expected, she stuck around. She would travel to our mailbox down the driveway and come running all the way back when she heard food. She was super sweet, even with our dogs when we walked them outside. We tried to post a listing so someone could take her free of charge, but no luck. Now to the present. Today I go outside to throw out the trash and there she was, lying in the middle of the driveway, unresponsive. I know exactly whose dog it was because they often let their dog off leash to use the bathroom in their unfenced yard across the street from my mailbox. Looked like their dog messed her up real bad and she tried coming back home but she just couldn't, and dropped right there in the driveway. It makes me feel so fucking bad. I didn't want to leave her at the shelter to be killed, and yet because of me she died anyway because I didn't want a stray in the house. So, fuck me. Story 2. I don't wanna do this anymore. Don't worry, I am not suicidal. I've just been getting increasingly sexually frustrated. These days I masturbate as many consecutive times as possible just to attempt to calm myself and not hyperventilate. It's not pleasurable, it just gives me the illusion of relief. Since there is absolutely no chance of outcompeting other guys, I wish I was at least gay. Wish I was asexual. I just want to be happy. Without the romantic/sexual part in human needs, I'd literally be the happiest person on earth. I have it all. With luck and hard work I managed to get a very comfortable life. What's not so comfortable is convincing other people to date me. I just have no control over this. Even if I managed to date someone, it would most likely end anyways. Hell, I really wouldn't want to get into a 10-year marriage only to find out they've been cheating on me. What the hell? But dating someone in the first place is unimaginable for me anyways. I genuinely feel it's illegal. I am forbidden to touch anyone and everyone is forbidden to have feelings towards me. The penalty would be severe. If there was finally someone that would at least just say I'm cute, they're being sent by the authorities and I'm not buying it. I am trapped and I wish I'd have a brain surgery to get rid of any desires for human touch. Story 3. I wrote a suicide note last night. I was in a depressive mood swing, and I often imagine writing one and it helps calm me. Well, last night it wasn't helping for a while, so I decided to actually write it. It certainly helped after I wrote it and I'm glad I did. I have a section in my notes saved to write more if I need to. I don't think I would ever commit suicide. When I picture my death I imagine something cool like a warrior's death. It gets silly and crazy but it makes me laugh and is the only way I'd really wanna go. I'm glad I went to sleep after. That made me feel better too. Stay strong, other people going through this. We'll see the light eventually. I'm seeing it. I just had something come up that put me down a bit. That is all. Story 4. I'm an affair baby. After my father's death I realized that it turns out there's so many people that hate me. Sorry for bad English. I have always known that I was born out of an affair. My dad was married way before he met my mom, who was working for him and eventually had me. My dad never tried to hide my mom and me and always referred my mom as his second wife, although they're not really married legally, and me the youngest daughter. It's actually common in my country for the rich men to have more than one family. My dad had 6 children with his first wife, where the oldest is 20 years older than me and the youngest is 8 years older. I'd never met them since my childhood until we met in my dad's funeral. From what I heard, the family tried to confront my mom several times. I even witnessed one time when I was a kid, and I still vividly remember my dad's shirt was covered in blood as he was hugging me to protect me. Now you know how much they hate us. My dad's relatives were actually nice with me and my mom like family. 2 years ago, my father had a big fight with the family, which I until now still don't know what's the cause of the fight, but certainly not because of us, cause my mom and dad separated 5 years ago, which my dad also confirmed. My dad had to live alone for 2 years when he's already 64, but I visited him time to time. Eating out together, driving him to anywhere he wants, taking him to the doctor when he's feeling sick, etc. 2 years passed and my dad's health deteriorated and was admitted to the hospital a few times. I tried to contact my half-siblings so they could visit my dad, but none of them came, even his wife. During his time at the hospital, my mom couldn't bear to see him suffer without someone by his side. She stayed with him each time my dad's admitted to the hospital. I also took care of him, but I didn't know how to take care of elderly. Eventually, my mom moved in with him to take care of him. My dad always told his friends that I'm his golden child and he really loves me a lot. He also told them that if it wasn't for my mom and me, he could have died alone and lonely. Unfortunately, he died from heart attack after several months living with us. I called his family and they were the one to arrange my dad's funeral, since I have no right to do so. During the funeral, nobody would talk to me. I could feel their piercing eyes like I am some sort of creature that's uninvited. I tried to lie low as to not provoke them. And then suddenly, each of my dad's relatives turned their backs on my mom and me and kept siding with my dad's family. They were trying to get me to spill everything my dad had left for me. My dad left me a property which has already transferred to my name, but my oldest sibling is trying to sue me over it. They also took a bank deposit that's under my dad's and my name, joint account, and I doubt they would give my portion to me. I did everything they told me to do, including handing over everything my dad owned, so in return, they wouldn't try to look for trouble with my mom and me. They keep telling me that I have no rights and keep pressuring me using "you have no rights." Since then I've been thinking, what did I do to make them hate me so much? Why was I born this way? I didn't ask for any of this. Imagine having so many people that hate you since you were born just for existing. I hate myself so much. I should feel guilty for destroying someone's family. I hate having so many people that hate me. But part of me hate my half-siblings and my dad's wife for not visiting my dad after the fight and even when he was admitted to the hospital. I feel so pity for my dad and hold a grudge for my half-siblings and his wife, but do I have the right to feel this way? I am no more than a child that destroyed their family. These thoughts has taken a toll on my mental health. I suffer depression and have been taking medicine, but still can't keep me away from feeling suicidal every day. Story 5. Mission escape successful. Yesterday I got my visa. I'm officially moving out of my house soon. I will never have to get shamed for wearing lipstick and wearing knee-length dresses. I will never have to worry about staying outside for an extra hour because I don't want my dad to take out his anger at my mom. I will never have to force myself to ignore the yelling and shouting and abuse. I will never have to stay in survival again. I will never have to sacrifice my happiness and love life so that my parents won't find out and would make me stop going to school. I will never have to suppress my happiness or sadness. I never have to sacrifice my needs for my brother's needs. I never have to cover up all his wrongs as well. I will never have to force myself to take my dog out for hour-long walks while on my period or while I have fever. I will never have to serve my grandparents who will not stop until they sucked out the last drop of my blood. I will never have to dedicate my teenage years to serving everyone and not be recognized for my efforts or be thanked for them. I will never have to deal with any responsibilities that are too big for my shoulders. I don't have to hold together a house as a small kid anymore. I can finally be free. I can finally breathe. I can finally go to therapy without fear. I can live and laugh. And cry. I can get my nails and hair and facials done without any special occasion or feel guilty for spending money on myself. I can finally love someone and be loved back. I can relax. I can rest on periods and not fix my entire schedule according to the wishes of a dog. I love him, but my whole life seems to be made just for him. I can go see the world and meet people and stay out to party. I can just be me. Not a good daughter, a good dog parent, a good granddaughter, a good sister, a survivor, a fighter, and a defender. Just me. Thank you, universe. Story 6. Why do I still want to contact my ex? Honestly, I'm genuinely confused as to why I even have some sort of fondness towards my ex. The relationship between us was always on and off and very unstable. We were together for almost 2 years and I decided to break it off once and for all because I caught myself losing feelings and so absolutely drained by the relationship, and I started catching feelings for someone else. I really loved her, I did, even though our relationship was borderline toxic as hell. She was someone who got to know me so deeply, it was genuinely something I never experienced before. We were so emotionally connected it gets hard to explain, but anyways, I'm now dating the person I left her for. It's been 6 months since we've been dating and I love them, I really do, but there's still a lingering feeling towards my ex. We blocked each other on everything after the breakup and we haven't talked, and I thought with time she would mean absolutely nothing to me, but here I am. Debating whether or not to contact her, not to get back together but see how she's been doing, what's been new in her life, etc., to have a friendship maybe. Because I don't have feelings for her, I love the person who I'm currently with, but it's just such a sick feeling I have, aching feeling? A hole? It sounds corny as hell, but those are the only ways I know how to describe it. My current relationship is so stable and healthy and we have established we would like to settle down with each other in the future, so it's a serious relationship. We're very compatible, we're both happy in this relationship. Deep down though I miss my ex, maybe not the relationship but the connection. It makes me feel so fucking guilty towards my current partner because even if I don't have feelings towards my ex, the fact I'm still thinking about her and wondering what she's doing makes me feel like shit. My friend suggested maybe I feel this way because I never got to heal from our relationship. I got into my current relationship 2 months after the breakup. Maybe I rushed it because I started talking to my current partner like a week or 2 after breaking it off with her, and then we ended up dating. I'm so confused as to why I have to urge to contact her. I don't want to ruin my current relationship, that's the last thing I want to do. I would never do anything that makes them feel like I'm being unfaithful. I just needed to get this off my chest. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.